So my husband, Greg, who you'll meet soon, is very adamant about year 7. 7 shows up in the Bible a lot. I never quite grasped how that was irrelevant to our life. But as we are hanging on here at year 6 of some pretty treacherous experiences in the wilderness. We bought our house 6 years ago, July 17th. It'll be 6 years, actually. And we really had hopes to have everything flipped and renovated, remediated by now, if not this fall. And God has pretty much told us that it's going to be next year, that we are going to flip this house for a profit and probably be on the road full time in our camper. That's what he's shown us. That's what we're confident in. So we're just really letting God take the lead, and we are doing our best to listen and follow what he is calling us to do. Who knows what he has set up for us to do on the road? We really don't know. We love Jesus, so we definitely want to spread the gospel. My husband's pretty handy as a carpenter, has a CDL, and I love helping people with their health. I have learned so much going through this healing post-mold toxicity. I've been very transparent about it on social media and have just felt called to start this YouTube channel to be able to talk a little more freely and reach more people who maybe don't use Facebook, Instagram, things like that. So there's a whole population of people out there who are struggling with mast cell activation syndrome. May not be triggered by mold, but that was our trigger, and we were very, very sick. Doctors told my husband he was crazy and that he needed antipsychotic medication. That was the solution. And we almost fell for it. I'm so grateful that the Lord has led us down a different path. Allopathic medicine really let us down. I'm a nurse. Being able to see things from that perspective regarding people's health has given me a wide range of views on what's really going on in the world today as it pertains to all of our health, especially since COVID. We're seeing a rise in so many disorders and just an overall decline in people's health, increase in cancers, and just, it's crazy. But we're also seeing a large part of the population wake up to things like vaccine injuries and what are viruses really, and what was COVID all about, and a lot of distrust in our government, and how that plays a role in pharma and all the things. But anyway, I'll do my best to try not to be all over the place, but I'm really excited about this. And we're about ready to really tear into our house. It needs gutted, basically. It's now been vacant for a year. Had a roof leak. The floors are buckling. It's a nightmare. And my husband's able to do a majority of the work, and we're just still trying to figure out financially how we're going to sustain it all and to designate enough time to be able to bring in money, but also be smart about how we're spending it, where we're putting it as far as these home renovations and remediation. Like I said, my husband can do most of the work, but he was so unwell that he wasn't able to. Honestly, still not back at baseline, but we feel better now than we have for many years. Anybody out there who has experienced mold toxicity or long COVID knows how much of a roller coaster it is, and how you just overall feel really terrible, and it controls your life. So I'm excited to see where we are next year at year 7. God is so cool, and how he shows you little glimpses of what he's doing, but not the whole picture. And he's really shown us that he's calling us to travel full time, and I'm not sure what he's going to do with it. But we're going to document this journey pretty heavily, and I'm excited to see who we meet along the way, what he does with that, to see how our house turns out. My husband pours his blood, sweat, and tears into it. So many people told us that we should just empty it and sell it. And my husband was very adamant about not doing that. And I was really frustrated because I was looking at the state of his health and what he was able to do. And I was like, how are you going to take this on? But he just kept saying, no, we're going to make this a nice home for somebody. And I've just had to listen to him. And I trust him, and I cannot wait to see what he does to this home. I'm starting to get a little bit excited now that we're feeling better. We got sick 2 months ago with COVID, and all of our symptoms came back with vengeance from mold. I had terrible chronic fatigue and just the flushing and the mast cell response, the MCAs, which had been tamed drastically. My husband was vomiting, had lots of GI symptoms, was verging having panic attacks and not being able to get out of bed again. I panicked, but we found a really good detox regimen. So that's been a huge, huge blessing, and we're feeling so much better. So grateful.